Good evening, viewers. My name is Tarima Hilal and offering BSIT. Uh, Today, I want to present to you my database project, which is a farm project. Uh, Before going any further, let me show you my report, which simplifies my all that I did within my database. So this is my report. Yeah, you can see this is my name, this is my rig number, course name, lecture's name. Then this is a report about my farm database project. This is the course outline of the content, acknowledgement, introduction, objectives, analysis of benefits, purpose of the project, risk assessment, limitations, description of entities, description of entity relationship diagram, implementation of MySQL, and description of forms, then conclusion, and finally declaration. Yeah, I will not talk each and everything in details. Maybe I will give you some small hints about each and every stage according to the outline of the course of the table of contents. Yeah, so let's begin with acknowledgement as our number one. I take this honor to present to you my project as named above here at farm. And before going further, let me take this opportunity to thank my lecturer, Mr. Kenneth Baguma, who has done a great role equipped me with knowledge and skills on how to design my project using database. I also thank my fellow friends who have also cooperated with me in arranging my project where we shared ideas. Secondly, now let's go to introduction. A farm project is structured for activity aimed at supporting agricultural operations, basically crop production and livestock management. This is aimed at enhancing productivity, sustainability, and profitability with the agriculture sector. In day-to-day lives, the world is now depending on agriculture, of which all agriculture activities are carried out on a farm. For example, we have crop production and livestock management activities. Therefore, a farm project in simple terms can also be referred to as background of the world since it holds the living standards of people by sustaining them with food and surplus for sale, hence facilitating income generation. Strictly, let's go to objectives. At our number three, yeah, to number one, we have to maximize profits. We have sustainability, source optimization, uh, we have risk management, improving farmer livelihoods. Then let's rush to analysis of benefits. The analysis exploring the major advantages of this project basing on database management, resource optimization, financial benefits, and environmental sustainability. Let's begin with database management. Uh, Here, a farm, uh, a farm database serves as a centralized storage for all agricultural data, including crop associated data and livestock associated data, where farmer can automate data process, improve data reliability, and enhance data security. Then when we talk of resource optimization, uh, data analysis derived from the farm enables more efficient use of resources such as precision agriculture, where farmers can analyze soil moisture levels and weather forecasting to optimize irrigation scheme schedules. Efficient fertilizer use, where farmers understand soil composition through data insight and apply fertilizers more effectively. Labor management, where a compromised database allows for better planning of labor resources by analyzing historical data to align labor schedules. Financial benefits. Uh, the financial implications of implementing a farm database are significant in two ways. One, we have cost. Another one is reduction, where farmers can significantly lower operational costs to optimize resources utilization. And the second one is risk management, where farmers predict and prepare for potential risks related to weather fluctuations and pest invasions. Then lastly, we have environmental sustainability. A farm database contributes to sustainable farming practices such as reduced chemical use, where farmers apply inputs analysis, basing analysis insights, water conservation, where farmers effectively irrigate with real-time data monitoring adaptation to climate change, where farmers adapt their practices in response to changing climate conditions through their continuous monitoring of their farm databases. Number 5, we have purpose of the project. A farm database project serves multiple purposes that enables the efficiency, sustainability, and profitability of agricultural operations as explained below. One, we have data management and accessibility. This database project aims to centralize data management, allowing farmers to store and access vital information regarding their operations in one location, which helps farmers to make informed decisions that optimize their production processes. Then we have improved decision making. This database helps farmers to analyze trends over time and make better decisions regarding planting schedules, resource allocation, and market strategies, since they already have comprehensive data at their fingertips. Then we have enhanced resource management. This farm database helps farmers to track resources efficiently to allow them minimize wastes and reduce costs while ensuring that they meet environmental regulations, support local food systems. Yes, we have social support for local food systems. This database project plays a significant role in supporting local food systems by connecting producers with consumers, which helps farmers tailor out their offerings to meet market demands efficiently, thus boosting community engagement. Then we also have compliance and reporting. This database project simplifies compliance by providing an organized system for documenting necessary information required for inspections. This is done by complying with various regulations concerning food safety, environmental impact, and labor laws. Then lastly, we have research and development. This database facilitates research initiatives by providing researchers with access to extensive datasets that can be used for study purposes, basically agricultural practices, climate changing impacts on farming and crop genetics. Then we look at our number 6 is risk assessment. The risk assessment of my database project involves identifying, analyzing, and prioritizing risks that could impact the project's success. This process is crucial for ensuring that the project meets its objectives while minimizing potential negative outcomes. Yeah, below are the key components of the risk assessment processes to my project. You have identification of risks. This is the first step in risk assessment is to identify various types of risks associated with this database project such as production risks which includes uncertainties related to data accuracy and reliability, reliability that can affect decision-making processes, price or market risks that is associated with fluctuation of prices in the market for agricultural products, which impacts the financial viability of farm operations. Financial risks that arise from potential budget overruns during the implementation and development phase of the project. Institutional risks which involve government policies regarding data privacy and agricultural regulations, personal risks, and those are major human factors such as the lack of training. Then we go to analysis of the risk. So this one I may also call it like step 2. After identifying the risks, then we have to analyze those risks. Yeah, so once the risks are identified, they must be analyzed to determine their potential impact and livelihood. For example, impact assessment where each risk should be evaluated based on its potential effect on project outcomes. Likelihood assessment, for instance, assessing how likely each risk is to occur helps prioritize them. Then The third step is prioritization of the risk. So, after analyzing risks basing on their impact and likelihood, they should be prioritized for mitigation efforts as follows: high priority risks such as production and financial risks require immediate attention and robust mitigation strategies. Then medium priority risks such as market risks should be monitored closely but may not require immediate action. And low priority risks can be documented but don't but do not don't need active management unless conditions change. Then mitigation of strategies. Uh, developing strategies to mitigate identified risks is essential for successful project execution, and this includes data validation, protocols, market analysis tools, budget controls, and compliance monitoring. So we shall go to number 7, which is limitations. Implementing this farm database project significantly enhances agricultural operations by improving data management, decision making, and overall efficiency. However, several limitations can hinder the successful development and utilization of such systems. Such limitations include: we have high initial costs. These can be significant barriers for setting up this, this farm project, especially for small to medium-sized farms. The expenses associated with purchasing hardware, software, licenses, and necessary infrastructures can deter farmers from adopting these. Yeah, can deter farmers from adopting these technologies. We have technical expertise requirements. The lack of technical expertise among farmers and agricultural workers poses another challenge, where many individuals in the farming sector may not have the necessary skills to operate complex database systems effectively. Sorry. Then we have data integration issues. Farmers often use various tools and equipment from different manufacturers, leading to data integration issues, compatibility problems between existing systems, and new database solutions can create inefficiencies and frustration. Then resistance to change. There is often resistance to change within the farming community when it comes to adopting new technologies, where farmers may, may be hesitant to shift from traditional practices due to concerns about complexity, costs, or uncertainty regarding the benefits of the new system. Then you have data privacy concerns. Concerns regarding data privacy are increasingly relevant as more data is collected digitally, whereby farmers may worry about how their data will be used, shared, which could lead to reluctance in fully engaged with a farm database project. Then you have maintenance challenges. Once implemented, maintenance or maintaining a farm database requires continuous effort and resources regarding updates, troubleshooting issues, and ensuring data accuracy. Demand ongoing attention from staff who may already have numerous responsibilities. You have limited access to technology. In many rural areas, there may be limited access to technology, including reliable internet connectivity or modern computing devices necessary for effective data operation, database operation. Then we go to description of entities. Yeah, this this table shows entities and their attributes. So the entities are on the left hand side and their attributes are on the right hand side as shown below in the table. Yeah, so I used this table of entities and attributes in my database to define the characteristics and the relationships of the above entities within the system. Let's take an overview of these entities and their respective attributes. As we have seen, each and every in each table, we see on the table above, we see each and every entity has an ID. For example, farmer ID, crop ID, animal livestock ID, and so many others. And this ID, it is the one that it is it is not the same as the rest because for it has appeared most of the times. So we can also call it a unique identifier. And but the rest they remain as they are. I will not talk about them because you can also see when you try to observe very well as we as in the table above. So let me go directly to the description of an interrelationship diagram. So this interrelationship diagram, if you try to observe very well, it has there is something common in it, which we have seen in the table above of entities and attributes. So you see each and every, if you see entities, they are the ones in a triangular form. Oh, oh, square form. Let me call it like that. And if you can observe very well, you see those ones in circular form. They are the attributes. But what is common in them, we can see that the ID is common in each and every entity. Though some of the entities, some of the attributes are also in some of the entities, but not all. But we have seen that the ID is the one that appeared most. So as we have heard above, that it is a unique identifier. Here we can also call it a primary key. Yeah. So to create this interrelationship diagram, I first defined my key entities involved in the farming process and their relationships. And below is an overview of the breakdown of the components that were type array included in the ERD. Then the key entities, they are down there. Let's look at them. You can see farmer. Yeah, so that one is an entity. You see attributes. As I have told you before, you see attributes. Farmer ID, it is a primary key in each and every entity. If you can see in each and every entity, it is a primary key. So relationships are in of four forms. One, we have one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many. So in summary, the ERD for my project effectively captures the various entities involved in the managing agriculture operations and their interrelationships. By structuring data, it became easier for me. Sorry, here it became, not I became. Became easier for me to manage information related to crops, livestock, equipment, and supplies. This model helped me to design my database project, ensuring that all the relevant data points are interconnected logically, facilitating efficient data retrieval and management practices within my farm project. So from there, I will go to the implementation of MySQL. So as you can see here in this diagram or in this picture here, they are showing you, first of all, they are showing you a table. Database is within a table. Yeah, so from there, they are telling you say they are telling you to use. So when they say to use, for example, let's assume that I have more than two or more than one database. I have many databases. Okay, here in this one. So here, when I go down here, I will say use. I choose a database of my own choice. For example, this one used the farm because it's the one he has here. So when you enter farm and you terminate, they bring you database changed, then you bring you my SQL. From there you say show tables. These tables, they are within this database project which is called the farm. I think you can see below. You see farmer livestock. Yeah. Then from there you say select from. When you say select from, now you are selecting from the table that is within the farm. And for example, this one selected from the farmer, this table of the farmer, and after terminating and pressing enter, this is his results. So let me show you how it is done. So you come directly to and open WAMP. When you, after opening WAMP, you go to MySQL. From there, you go to MySQL console. You open it. Then from here you press OK. From there, they ask you to enter the password. Don't need to enter the password, just press enter or OK. Then from here, now you come here. we shall say show database is. We terminate, we press enter. I think you can see what I have been showing you. So this is my project, my database project that I have here within my database. So these are databases within this project. So from here, since I have only farm as my database, I will say use farm. I terminate and press enter. I think you can see they are showing you what I've been telling you. Yeah, so from here you come direct and say show tables. I also terminate and press enter. And remember, these tables, they are within this farm project which I have used here, which is also here. So now from here, now we shall select from any table of our choice. Yeah, we say select from, maybe we say farmer. We terminate, we press enter. I think you can see. So this is the data that is within this project. I think if you try to observe, if you were attentive in the report, as we have seen in the table and in the ERD diagram, we saw these tables, they are the same entities we had in the table of entities and attributes in the report. Then if you can see this in the first table where you have the ID, the first name, the F name, or and arrow name, gender, email, contact. Yeah, this one in short terms it is last name and this one is first name. Yeah, these ones were the attributes in the other table of that we saw in the report. Yeah, so what you don't know how we entered this is this data, this one here, this one here, this one you don't know how we entered it. So but before this session ends, I will show you how we entered it here, so don't worry. Okay, let's proceed and see. So let's select from another table and see. We say select, we say select from, maybe here I think we can use maybe farms. Then we terminate. Here this one should be a space. We say select from farms. Then we terminate and press enter. I think you see the data that is within that one, farms. The same applies to the rest of the entities or the rest of the tables here. if you want to see, okay, let's finish them, no problem. We can say select from, we say select from crops. Now we terminate and press enter. Sorry, here there was a mistake, but no problem. We can sort it out and say select from select from crop. Then we press enter. uh, when doing these things you have to be so vigilant. So the reason why it brought this error, it's because I wasn't vigilant. Here in the table above I had crop, but when I reached here I used crops. That's why it brought an error. So you see how when we corrected the error, it has brought the results that we wanted. So you can continue and finish. So from here we say select from livestock. I think you can see. I think that one has been, that one you have seen. So let's continue from there. Go back our report. So when we come back here, I think here we are done. Yeah. I think there is no need to talk about this, and because you have seen the process I passed through doing it. So let's go directly to description of forms. So when you want to create forms, you come to Visual Studio. Let's go there and see what is there. Before going there, let me first show you. I know you are seeing this diagram here, but I think you are asking yourself how this diagram came about and what its importance here. And you are asking how is it related to database. So let me show you how it is important. So you come here. Let's first close these ones. So you come and open Visual Studio here. After opening it now, I think those things you see that they have like an elephant picture you are seeing. So these are the forms that we are talking about. And when you want to create them, for example, these ones I created them already. But for example, if I want to add a file, I come here maybe. Let me add maybe equipment maybe. equipment and press enter. Then from there I think you can see this is the file. I think you are seeing them. It is resembling these ones. This is a file, not a form. So when we go to forms, you can see how this data entered here. I will not enter this data back because it's a long process, but you can see if you observe very well the other pictures and these ones, you see what the data that is within these entities, they are the attributes we had in the table in our report. So those attributes, you enter them here, and they are the ones as they are the ones that will be providing you spaces while creating tables, and that's why it is related to the MySQL console. As we have seen there, we are seeing ID of farm type and whatever. So this is how we created them here. So we connected them to the other using the PHP admin, and this is it was connected through this connection PHP. So these codes, they are the ones that helped us to connect it to the PHP admin. So let's check the PHP admin and see what is there. So let's go back to WAMP. Yeah, well, this PHP admin is you find it in WAMP. Let's open WAMP and see. You can see PHP my admin. From there, we come here to the number one that is on top, which is PHP my admin. Let's open and see. You see it has opened. Now you come here. Yeah, you don't need to have a password. Then we log in. After logging in, you can see now it has brought me my project. But what you want to see, what is you want to see the forms within this project. So when you open this project, which is farm, it's open and see. I think you can see. So these are the forms we are talking about. Here you see the tables. These tables, they are the ones we saw here. We saw here. They are the ones we saw here, where we are selecting. They are these ones here. These are the same tables. So this side, don't ask yourself where they come from. So when we go here, for example, if we select this table, we shall see the data entities that were there. Let's select it and see. I think you can see here. These ones we are seeing them in the MySQL console. These ones, the ID, the crop type, the variety, the planting, the harvesting date, those ones. Yeah, I know your intention. You want to see these ones. You don't know where they are coming from. So the same applies to all the rest of the tables here. Here at this stage, they are still tables. They are not yet turned into forms. But we want to see how they turned into forms. So let's type we come here and say localhost So localhost stroke your what? Your project. So mine is Hillary Farm. For you, when you reach here, when you are trying to do yours, you enter your project. Don't enter mine. So let's see what is in Hillary Farm. Yeah. So these ones are now forms. They are forms. So we want to register. We want to register them. We want to enter some data and register them. For example, let's open maybe farmer. I think you can see we have opened it now. So we want to register a certain farmer here in this form. As per now they are forms, so let's register a farmer. Let's maybe call him Muchunguzi. Maybe last name maybe Ivan. Maybe gender is say male. Email maybe we can say maybe we say Ivan at Gmail. Sorry, within the email no space. That's why it brought an error. At gmail.com. Maybe phone contact, maybe we can say 0780 34 24 123. We submit. So this farm Ivan has been registered successfully. I think you can see down there, farmer registered successfully, and they are still telling you to keep registering farmers. If we add another farmer, he also be registered. So you were asking of, you wanted to know how we came out with this data here. You wanted to know how we came out with this data that is here, this one, here, here, this one. So that's how we managed to do it. For example, we are in a farmer. Let's see what is in the farmer. We want to see whether this Ivan has been registered within the farmer. So we shall say select from farm. We come here and say select from farmer. After select, we say select from farmer. Let's type in farmer because we have registered from farmer. You press enter. Yeah, Mochungu's Ivan, I think you can see him down there because he was the last person to be registered. Because we found all these people we are already registered. So we have just registered Mochungu's Ivan and you can see him down here. I think that's how we came out with these ones. So the same applies to the rest of the time. And let's even if you come here again, if you again come here within this, we come here this and this project of ours and we open it, we shall find Ivan that has been registered within the farmer. Let's check and see. Let's open there and see. I think you can see now number 6 Muchungu's Ivan. So I entered, I registered them from there They have to come in these tables and I see them automatically, and these ones will be saved. So I think that's all I had. Thank you. Yeah.